Welcome everyone to the TeenLife Live Summer Opportunities Fair. We're going to take just about 10 seconds here at the top just to let all our attendees roll in, and then we'll get things right underway. Thanks again for joining us. Alrighty, I see that number starting to go up, and I'm sure more people will roll in as we go on through the evening. Again, welcome to the TeenLife Live Summer Opportunities Fair. This is our first of 3 sessions this evening, and we are really excited to be bringing you more than 20 summer programs tonight, presenting directly to you and telling you all about their amazing programs. My name is Jonathan Kendall. I am a representative of TeenLife Media. I'm the content editor at TeenLife, and we're just so excited that you'll be here. A reminder to all of you joining us, your camera and your microphone are turned off. Our presenters this evening will not be able to see or hear you, but we'd really like for you to still participate. We know that people from all over the country, all over the world attend these events, depending on their time zones, of course. So if you're so inclined, let us know in the chat, where you're tuning in from. And of course, as you listen to our presentation tonight, if you have any sort of questions, any sort of comments, anything at all that you want to hear from presenters, representatives from all of our programs are going to be in the chat ready to answer your questions. So we really appreciate you joining us. I know it's spring break week for a few people. So if you're taking the time out to learn about some great summer programs, we really are just so glad you're here with us. We've got 7 amazing presenters in this session and 7 more in each of our 2 sessions the rest of the evening. So take a look at our schedule. It should be available on our website or in the email that sent you the link to join this meeting. Take a look and see if besides this session that you're obviously here to hear some summer programs, if there's any programs you see in those later sessions, go ahead and join us later on in the evening, and it's sure to be a really good time. If you can't make it to all 3 sessions, we of course understand. It's Thursday night, 3 hours. It can be a bit of a commitment, so do not worry about that. All of these sessions are being recorded, and they will be sent out to everyone who registered for this event tomorrow morning. So if you want to share this with a peer or a teacher, or maybe with your college counselor or something, keep an eye out for those recordings, and you are going to see them in your inbox tomorrow morning. Lastly, before we get right into our presenters, if this is your first experience with TeenLife, if this is your first TeenLife Live event you've been to, I really want to recommend and encourage you to head over to teenlife.com. We've got all sorts of resources for out-of-school enrichment for teens. So we have a huge database of more than 10,000 listings. That includes summer programs like you're going to hear from tonight, and gap year programs, volunteer options, some pre-college programs, all sorts of really exciting things, and you can search and filter through that to your heart's desire. Get really specific with the type of programs you're looking for. We have events like this. We have digital guides that present all these resources in sort of a magazine-like format. You can flip through those, and that's completely free to browse and look through. And we got a very active blog and all sorts of other resources that are really all just geared towards connecting you with programs like the ones you're going to hear from tonight that will really enrich your life and launch you into life. So we're really thankful for you joining us. Without any further ado, we're going to get right into our presenters for the evening. And our first presenter tonight is going to be Immerse Education Summer Programs.
Perfect. Good evening, everyone. So firstly, thank you for taking the time this evening. My name's Carla from Immerse Education, and this evening I'll just be sharing with you some really key facts about Immerse Education. So I'm just going to share my screen. Perfect. So first things first, so Immerse Education, so we ultimately provide unique academic experiences, and we have both residential and online programs. So what I'll do today is just run through a little bit about Immerse, our core values, what we stand for, and obviously the student outcomes. And then I'll very briefly run through the highlights of the residential programs and then also the online programs. As I'm sure you appreciate, there's a lot to pack in a short space of time, so this will be key highlights. And then also just to touch on one of our very unique selling points, which is the quality of our tutors that we use. So a bit about Immerse. As I said, we provide exceptional pre-college prep programs. One of the key consistencies with Immerse is we offer very high quality programs. This must be at the forefront of everything that we do, whether that's the welfare side of things, the academic side of things, and obviously the organisation. We do have arguably the top academic faculty in the UK. And what I mean by this is if you enrol to either an online course or a residential in-person course, your teacher will always be guaranteed be a current Oxford or Cambridge tutor. So year round, they are teaching the undergrads at these two very prestigious universities. We also, one of our, again, core values is we always operate out of the top ranked universities. So for example, in the UK, it is the University of Oxford, the University of Cambridge, and in London, we operate out of the University College London. So again, these are the top ranked universities in the UK. A lot of what we stand for is, or a lot of what we encourage is the broadening of students' comfort zones in terms of their academic tasks that they're given, for example, and also in terms of their confidence, definitely. Who are our students? Well, obviously our students are the type of students who are potentially looking to study abroad for higher education, usually very driven students who know that they want to achieve a lot in their academic pathway. It's also key to note that our students are 20% of them are British students, and then obviously we do have students from all around the world. What are the outcomes? Probably the most important part. Immerse students leave us with a lot more confidence and in a stronger position in terms of how they're going to approach university, whether this is simply the subject that they've chosen with us or how they're going to approach their university application. So just to clarify the key highlights, so as I said, we offer residential programs. These are a minimum of 2 weeks and a maximum of 6 weeks. So firstly, we have the first course here, which is Academic Insights. This is the core of what we do, and this is for students aged 13 to 18 years old. And this is where a student ultimately is living and learning like an Oxbridge undergrad. So just to clarify, as a student, you would stay where an Oxford or Cambridge undergrad would stay year round if they were at university, and you would also learn, you would be taught in these classrooms, and of course you would be taught by the tutors from Oxford and Cambridge. In terms of which subjects to choose, we have over 20 subjects that you can choose. Some of them are the core, very popular subjects such as medicine, engineering or law, but we do have some of the more modern subjects, for example, sustainability, robotics, computer science, for example. There should be something for, for most interests. So that Academic Insights is very much about classroom-based. We mix theory and practical learning, whereas Career Insights is a lot more about taking the students out of the classroom and into different businesses and company institutions around the UK. So this is operated out of London, and you'll see it's for 16 to 18-year-old students. It's a lot more about experiential learning, and if you did want to study this particular program a bit closer, you'll see that only about 25% of the time is in the classroom doing project-based work, and the rest of the time you would be visiting and meeting different industry professionals, industry experts, and understanding maybe where your skills, your personality fits in with your potential future career. You would also be participating in very interactive workshops as you visit the different institutions. This is a really special program. It's not for every student, but it's definitely has a real key focus in our portfolio. Then we have Female Future Leaders, which is proving to be one of our most popular programs. This again is for slightly older students of 16 to 18, only at Cambridge University, and as you can see, it's a female-only program. This is very different to our other programs, where rather than a student choosing medicine or law or business, as a student, you would see more of an overview of leadership across different industries. So this is more of a multidisciplinary approach. And as you can tell, obviously, it is about female leadership and empowerment for the students. I'm very pleased to say we have students from all over the world enrolled onto this course, and it's proving to be a very exciting one. And as you can see, the students are encouraged to gain confidence in real key skills such as public speaking, negotiation, and critical thinking. Just to give you a very quick snapshot of the colleges. So we have Cambridge and Oxford. You've probably all seen these very stunning and impressive photos before of the Oxbridge colleges. And as I said, this is where they live and learn. And just quickly on the online programs. So just the key highlights. So ultimately, Online Insights is a replica of academic insights where a student can participate online in a group course, again, choosing either medicine, law, business, etc. And this carries out in the winter, in the spring, we have a program in April, and then also in the summer. The Oxbridge Online Research Programme is, again, quite a special programme. This is one-to-one tutoring, and this is a year-round programme. This is ultimately where a student would receive one-to-one tuition from an Oxbridge teacher, and throughout the course, they will develop a very impressive 3,000-word research project. So this looks obviously very good in your academic portfolio. When you approach for university, you will have this alongside a very detailed evaluation from the tutor. Normally, this would be around a 10-hour course, so 10 one-hour sessions. And at the end of it, as I said, you come out with a very impressive 3,000-word essay. Just to give you a quick snapshot of the sample tutors. So really the prerequisites for the tutors, as I said, they must have experience teaching to at least undergrad level at Oxford or Cambridge. And they also must obviously be able to change their teaching methodology based on student ages and abilities, and also nationalities. We have students from all over the world. And most importantly, be passionate about their subject. In case it wasn't clear, in general, our courses, our classrooms, are quite small, from around 8 students per class. So you really do get quite a personable experience.
All right, we're going to need to go ahead and move on. Okay,
I'm sorry, I knew I might run over. Apologies for that, but there's a lot to fit in. So thank you so much for your time.
I completely understand. You can find an email there, and as she said, we know 6 minutes isn't a ton of time, so we encourage you to go check out these programs on their websites or at teenlife.com. We're going to move now to World Scholars Academy.
Thank you, Jonathan. Let's get it up here. Great. So good evening. My name is Dr. Gerard Derricks, and I'm the director of World Scholars Academy, and it's my pleasure to present to you a bit about our courses this evening. So to start, a little bit about our mission. We're aiming to bring together the world's most accomplished educators with exceptional students from around the world, just like yourself. We offer truly world-class instruction, as well as an internationally collaborative educational experience. And we focus on courses in leading disciplines with a career orientation in mind. And in particular, the subjects that we offer are business, medicine, law, engineering, computer science, as well as mathematics and leadership and international relations. And if you're not sure yet what kind of subject you might like to study at university, or want a bit more background, you can also take our career exploration course, which is a condensed introduction of our other main courses. And we offer courses for both high school students ages 15 to 18, as long as you're not yet in college, that's fine, as well as middle school students ages 12 to 14. And our programs are both online as well as on campus in Hawaii. And I'll discuss a little bit more about that shortly. In terms of our instructors, so all of our instructors come from top universities: London School of Economics, Oxford, Cambridge, and we offer a detailed bios of each of our instructor. It will be the exact instructor who will be teaching you on the course that you choose with us. And we also provide a very detailed course curriculum of exactly the content material that you'll be covering on your course. So our 2-week courses consist of 10 classes on weekdays, and so you'll be studying for these 10 weekdays. And the final class, the 10th class, what we call Class X, it's a chance to apply what you've learned on the 2 weeks in the course on an in-class group work project. In the case of the business course, it's a Shark Tank-like simulation where you come up with and pitch a new business idea. So our courses are available both online and in person from June through August. And some added features that we offer for our courses: well, we provide individual feedback and academic guidance on our courses. We'll have 2 one-on-one sessions with your tutor, one before the course starts, so that we can get to know a bit more about you and what you're interested in learning about, and add that to the course. And then also after the course ends, so you can ask any questions, and we can kind of give you some very personal guidance on how we think you can best move forward to achieve your goals. We also offer lifetime access to course video recordings. So, years later at university, you may come across the same topic we studied on this course and think, well, actually, my instructor at World Scholars Academy, he conveyed that idea very well. Let me take a look at that, and those videos will be available to you. We also offer a letter of recommendation from your instructor, so you can use for university applications. We're happy to help you upload this to the Common App. You can use it for work experience, or just even to transfer schools. So that's another feature of our programs. And so I said I'd talk a little bit about our on-campus Hawaii location. So here's an aerial view of it. It's at Asia Pacific International School on the North Shore of Oahu, Hawaii. And as you can see, it's a hop, skip, and a jump from the beach. And behind the school actually is about 100 acres of hiking, waterfalls, and magnificent views of the Pacific. There's fabulous both academic and sport facilities on campus. And it's a very, very beautiful and inspiring location. And of course, if you're in Hawaii, we're going to make sure that we offer you all of the best that Hawaii has to offer, including surfing lessons, no experience required, coral reef snorkeling, beach games, bonfires at night with s'mores, rainforest hiking, waterfall swimming, and trips to all of the most exciting destinations on the island, and much more. And here's, because we don't have much time, here's a montage of the activities that you'll get up to on the 2 weeks with us. The way it works is that in the mornings, you'll have your academic program, and then in the afternoon, you'll have some type of Hawaiian adventure with your new friends on our program. So if you want to apply, we have an application process. We are selective. We're looking for, most importantly, an ambitious student, one who's intellectually curious and wants to contribute to the learning environment. What we're studying is pitched at a high level, and although that's the case, we're not necessarily looking for only A students. If you're a B student, but you're desperate to do better and achieve more, we'd love to help you with that. I'd love to help you achieve that. And here are our contact details. Thanks for your attention. Best place to learn more, probably just head on over to our website, worldscholarsacademy.com. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Gerard. We're going to move right along now to American Collegiate Adventures. They have pre-recorded their video, so I'm going to be playing that from my screen right now. So just give me one moment.
Well,
Sorry about that, everyone. Technical difficulties. I always say we think we've done this for 2 years, we get the hang of it. I'm going to be sharing it with sound now, and it should be good to go. Y'all let me know if you can't hear it again, please.
Collegiate Adventures, better known as ACA. ACA offers pre-college, study abroad, and career exploration and mentorship programs in the U.S. and family-owned and operated organization and have been for 29 years. On our programs, all students are offered what we call freedom of choice, the choice to choose from all of these amazing enrichment options, afternoon and evening choices, weekend adventures, the choice to choose to just do nothing, though we don't do here at ACA. We want you engaged, having fun, and part of our programs with our students and our staff. We offer the finest in enrichment options and career exploration options and partnerships. We have just incredible directors and staff that work with students throughout the year as educators, mentors, and friends, and they really love working with our students during the summer. We have the finest and safest locations and residences. We want to make sure that you have an incredible home base, and ACA always offers the very best in that option. We offer a dining on the town meal plan, which means you will have an option to eat at a variety of different locations throughout your program, not just eating 3 meals a day in the same spot each and every day. We offer the most exciting weekday activities and excursions. We want to make sure every afternoon and evening you're choosing from all these exciting options, from going to beaches to going to movie premieres, to boat cruises, you name it, we offer it, and we want you part of that experience during your program. We also have these amazing weekend adventures. They're always included here at ACA, and we're often traveling to all these different great sites and locations each and every weekend. On our programs, we want to make sure that all students are comfortable from the moment they arrive, so we have these amazing bonding opportunities and exercises with each of you. And we also have you fill out these extensive roommate questionnaires so that we can pair you with a phenomenal roommate if you're coming alone. And if you're coming with someone, we allow you to choose to room with them if that would be something you would like to do. We also offer college credits. Those are available on our Europe programs. We have the lowest student to staff ratio of any program in the pre-college world. 10-to-1 is our student to staff ratio in the US, and 8-to-1 our student to staff ratio in Europe, oftentimes better than that. Safety and supervision here at ACA, that is our #1 priority. We want to make sure all of those smiling, happy faces on the right side of the screen stay safe and healthy throughout our programs. We're proud to say that in 2020 and 2021, we ran programs and they were successful and safe, and everyone went home COVID-free. We are accredited by the American Camp Association, so we meet or exceed the industry standards. ACA will follow all CDC and local guidelines specified for this summer at the time of the program. All students and staff will be required to be vaccinated prior to the program for the summer of 2022. Medical facilities are always important to us here at ACA, and our programs and campuses are steps away from some of the most top emergency and medical facilities for our students' health and safety. Staff go through an extensive training and staff orientation prior to student arrival. Students will not be participating and utilizing any sort of public transportation. Here at ACA, we only use private transportation for our students and our staff only. That offers additional peace of mind. Directors and staff are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week during the program. We're living with the students steps away should they ever need us, and should parents ever need to get in touch with us, we are also available. We have a zero tolerance policy on alcohol, drugs, and bullying. For summer 2022, for our high school students, we've got programs ranging from 2 to 4 weeks at UCLA, the University of Maryland, the University of Vermont, University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, Wisconsin, and we've got an ACA volunteer program partnering with Habitat for Humanity, and that is in Charleston, South Carolina. Each of those programs, again, range from 2 to 4 weeks, and each of them has an exciting extension at the end that you can add on as an addition. We also have amazing Europe programs that you can choose from this summer. We've got a program in Florence, Italy from 2 to 4 weeks, and one in Barcelona, Spain, also 2 to 4 weeks. And you can add an extension to the Greek Isles of Santorini, Mykonos, and Athens for 5 additional days. ACA has a division called Project Endeavor. These are career exploration and mentorship programs in LA and in New York. We have programs in Hollywood, medicine, fashion, entrepreneurial studies, and sports, including soccer, surfing, and tennis. We've got 2-week options there. We also offer a San Francisco extension, and you can even do a commuter or day program. We also offer those in New York, on Broadway, Wall Street, fashion, art, and culinary. Again, 2-week options. You can sign up for a Boston extension, and we offer commuter programs as well. We've got middle school programs that we call Camp on Campus, and you've got an option at the University of Vermont for 2 or 3 weeks, or at UCLA for 2 or 3 weeks, and you can join a San Francisco extension at the end. Here at ACA, we are now offering March Madness savings. So if you'd like to sign up for one of our programs, you'll save $250 off a US program or $500 off a US extension. All you do is go to acasummer.com and click on Apply Today. We hope you'll be one of those amazing smiling faces on the right side of your screen and join us on a summer program this summer for summer 2022. Thanks for your time today. Hope to see you this summer.
All right, thank you so much for that. I want to apologize for any technical difficulties we had playing that playback there. I will remind everyone that in the recordings that will be sent to you tomorrow, I'll be sure to have the version of that video with the correct audio there, so you can make sure to pick up on anything you might have missed there in the beginning where we were having some difficulties. We're going to move now to our next presenter of the evening, and that's going to be Loyola Marymount Pre-College Programs.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for having me. Let me just get my presentation up. Awesome. My name is Ashley Okimoto. I am the Director for Pre-College Summer Programs here at Loyola Marymount University. We are a Catholic Jesuit institution located in the heart of Los Angeles. We are nationally ranked research institution with colleges and schools focusing across the arts, film and television, communication and fine arts, liberal arts, business, as well as science and engineering. As I mentioned, we are located in Los Angeles on the west side. If you know the area, we are near LAX, but very close to Hollywood. Obviously, the film and television industry down there. We are close to the business districts of both downtown and Silicon Beach, which is just below our bluff. We are located close to the aerospace industries down in El Segundo. And also we have the Bayona wetlands just below our bluff as well. And what this all equates to is the access and ability to network with all of those industries and the professionals within those industries, both as part of our undergraduate programming and, of course, as part of our pre-college programming. This summer, we will offer motivated high school students multiple options to engage with us. We have 2-week non-credit residential options where students will be living on our campus, 2-week non-credit online options, which will obviously take place remotely, and then 4-week credit-bearing residential programs, which will earn students 3 units of college credit at the end of the session. So we do run multiple sessions throughout the summer. This specifically is for our 2-week non-credit residential. As you can see, we have 2 session dates listed. June 26th to July 9th is session 1. July 17th to July 30th is session 2. The courses you see underneath are the courses that we are offering in those categories. I have highlighted in blue the courses that are still open. I admittedly and transparently, our original application deadline passed a couple of days ago. However, we do still have space in many of our programs. So the blue ones are definitely still available if those interest you. The ones that are grayed out, if you do have an interest in those, please feel free to email us or give us a call. Some of them are definitely full, but we can give you the full details if you reach out to us directly. Happy to let you know whether or not a couple spaces might remain or whether it is certainly full, as I mentioned. Again, not all of these courses are offered in both of the sessions, so I highly recommend going to summer.lmu.edu to explore. Each of these classes has their own course program page that has a full description of what the course entails, and it will tell you when it takes place, along with all of the details that you would want to know to decide whether or not this is a program for you. Similarly, we have our 4-week residential program. We are offering 2 this summer. One is based in engineering, the other in filmmaking. Again, in blue, engineering still has a couple of spaces left, so I do encourage applications, even though the deadline, if you go online, it will still say the deadline has passed, but fear not, we will be officially extending that eventually. So that will likely be extended through April 15th. Social impact filmmaking, our film production program, is likely full, but again, if you're very interested in it, very serious about it, please reach out to us and we can let you know for sure whether or not it is worth putting that application in at this point. Again, those will run for 4 weeks. They are extremely hands-on and project-based. And again, students who complete the program at the end will walk away with 3 units of college credit. And then finally, our online screenwriting program. Screenwriting is one of our more popular programs. We have a fantastic School of Film and Television on campus. And so our fabulous faculty teach screenwriting. You will see it offered online and in both of our on-campus residential sessions. The online version, still space is available, so please, if that interests you, submit an application soon. It is a fantastic way to get an inside look at what a virtual writer's room looks like. So if writing is your passion and you think film might be in your future, it's a fantastic way to get acclimated to that world. We're super short on time, so I can't go into all of the details, but we have a fantastic residential and social community outside of our academic courses. So again, this is specifically for our on-campus residential programs. Students live on campus with us in our residence halls, and we do attempt to give them as much of the first year experience as we possibly can so that students can really figure out if LMU is a spot they might be interested in attending and spending their 4 years in college. But more importantly, just really getting acclimated to what it's like to live and learn away from home, live on a college campus, and learn amongst peers who are passionate about the same things that you are. A very basic breakdown of what a day on campus might look like. Class sessions run from about 9 to 11:30 every morning, and then 1 to 3 every afternoon. Outside of that, our undergraduate and graduate residential staff are providing social activities for you, helping you with homework, helping you attend workshops that our community puts on. And again, just providing a fun first year type experience for all of our students. On the weekends, we do go to the beach. We're trying to go to Disneyland this year. We're still working out the details for that, but we hope to be able to also take all of our students back to Disneyland as well. This is just a quick picture of our undergraduate RAs. All of our resident advisors that live in the residence halls with our students are current LMU students to be able to answer any questions that participants might have about the college experience. Outside of the classroom, we also provide college prep and career prep opportunities. So students will meet with admission to be able to answer any questions about that. They will meet with career and professional development to talk about majors and how they correlate to careers. as well as financial aid. All of the details about applying are on our website. I encourage you to check it out. Again, our extended deadline is April 15th for those programs that are still open. Summer.lmu.edu is the website. You can also reach out via email at summer@lmu.edu. And then, of course, any questions or you want to take a look at the fabulous pictures we post on our Instagram of our beautiful campus, please feel free to follow us there as well. Thank you so much for having me today.
Thank you, Ashley. Lots of really, really exciting stuff there. It looks like we're going to move right along now to Summer at Johns Hopkins.
Hey everyone, thanks for joining us to learn about Summer at Hopkins. My name is Peter Huggins and I'm part of the Summer at Hopkins team here at Johns Hopkins University. I'll be giving today's presentation. We also have Jose Montiel answering your questions in the chat. Summer at Hopkins has been around for over 30 years, offering pre-college programs and summer term courses. The program is distinguished by top academic excellence and personal attention by top faculty and instructors. Our programs represent a multitude of different regions of the world, including 54 states and US territories, as well as 71 countries from around the world, with top representation from China, Canada, South Korea, Turkey, and Brazil. You have a lot of options with Summer at Hopkins. There are 14 online and residential pre-college programs. And for those interested in undergraduate offerings, we offer more than 100 courses throughout the summer with varying session lengths. Now I'll talk about the pre-college offerings in more detail. We are very excited to welcome you all to Homewood campus this summer. You'll live on campus and be able to collaborate with students from around the world in the classroom and in wet labs. Students can enroll in one program during the 2-week session. Mornings will begin with breakfast in the Fresh Food Cafe and then classes led by expert instructors. After lunch, afternoons are typically filled with hands-on labs, guest lectures, and catching up on coursework. The 3 session dates are listed on the top right hand of the screen here, giving you the flexibility to find dates that work best for your schedule. Pre-college residential weeknight activities typically include stuff like pizza parties, movie nights, outdoor barbecues, sports, arts and crafts, and karaoke night. On weekends, residential students might visit Baltimore's Inner Harbor, the National Aquarium, or head to Washington, D.C. to check out some of the museums on the National Mall. Students in the residential program will live in McCoy Hall in suite-style rooms. This means students will share kitchen and bathroom with a roommate and suite mates. Dorm rooms are equipped with furniture and air conditioning. As with the residential options, the 3 session dates for online programs are listed on the top right hand of the screen here. Just like the residential program, the pre-college online programs award 1 college credit per course. The online pre-college program is an asynchronous experience. The program is interactive and flexible, and you can select any combination of our programs, each available over 3 sessions in the summer. Students should anticipate about 15 to 18 hours of work per week per program. On the left here, you can see our full online program offerings for this summer. As I said, the courses are each 2 weeks in duration, and you can take up to 2 per session. Many of the courses are offered 3 times over the summer, which allows you to choose a schedule that works best for you. We've developed a new course this summer on brain disorders. This course touches on the causes, symptoms, and underlying mechanisms of a range of brain disorders. One of the most popular courses is Intro to Surgery. You'll learn to recall basic components of human anatomy and physiology, diagnostic approaches, and surgical treatment. Check out summer.jhu.edu for a more detailed course listing. At Hopkins, we offer a bunch of ways for students to connect and engage with each other outside of the program, such as game nights, workshops on health and medical career opportunities, and Johns Hopkins admissions and financial aid sessions. The Summer at Hopkins clubs appeal to a wider audience so that students can build on the friendships and connections they've made in class. So here's a great overview of the pre-college programs, when they're offered and whether they're offered in person or online. The dark blue shields those courses are the residential programs, and the light blue shields indicate that it's one of the online programs. Pre-college students can start college early by earning credit in the summers before college. We offer a wide variety of options for our undergraduate courses for pre-college students. There are 5, 6, 8, and 10-week sessions, and courses award between 1 and 4 credits each. Just like the pre-college program, we offer both synchronous and asynchronous online undergraduate courses. We will also offer many summer term courses on campus with residential and dining services available to pre-college students during the July 5th to August 5th session. Pre-college students should be able to use these credits at a future college or university. So you can take advantage of this awesome opportunity by applying online. Applications can be submitted on our website, summer.jhu.edu, and clicking the Apply tab. This Apply page will also outline application requirements and how to submit materials. As part of the application process, you'll need an official academic transcript that is sent directly from your current school. This official academic transcript should include your fall 2021 grades. If you have any questions about the status of your online application once it becomes available, you can always feel free to reach out to us via email, summer@jhu.edu. You'll receive your decision electronically as a status update in your application portal. So again, thank you so much for spending time with us. We encourage everyone to check out the website, summer.jhu.edu. And if you have any questions at all, feel free to send us an email at summer@jhu.edu. And Jose and I will be here the rest of the evening.
Fantastic. Appreciate all that information. We're going to move right along. We got two more presentations left. We're going to hear next from Where There Be Dragons Summer Programs.
Hi, everyone. Sorry about that. My name is Vincent Giannotti, and I am an instructor for Where There Be Dragons. For Where There Be Dragons, we run immersive, responsible educational travel programs. They're sorry about that. So we've been around since we've been around for almost 30 years now, and we run programs throughout the world. And so that could be Guatemala, Bhutan, China, Thailand, Peru, Bolivia. And we run 4 to 6 week summer-long programs along with 3-month-long semester programs for gap year students and college credit. So we offer a wide variety. And a little bit about myself, I'm an instructor for Dragons. I've been working for Dragons for about 5 years now. I lived in Nepal for 5 years before working for Dragons. And Dragons isn't for everyone. And that's okay. We want students that want to get out of their comfort zone. They want to immerse themselves in different cultures, different languages. They want to challenge themselves, and they want to get out of their bubble. And I joined Dragons because I was a high school teacher, and I wanted to get out of the classroom. I wanted to get out of the traditional model of education and explore the world and have kind of the world be the classroom. And that's what excites me about working for Dragons. So Dragons is place focused, and that means that we're going to get off the tourist track. We're going to immerse ourselves through language classes. We're going to immerse ourselves through living with families to gain these personal skills, gain knowledge, gain perspective of the world, and reflect upon ourselves. And in a time that we've been really connected through screens, this is a way to kind of step back into that world. And even if you're going to Nepal or Bhutan, you don't need to speak Nepali or Bhutanese. You can go with no language background. But if you speak Arabic or Chinese or Spanish at any level, we're going to meet you where you're at, and you're going to be in classes based on those levels. So about our name, map makers once drew dragons to represent the lands unknown. Bold explorers who ventured to the map's edge were said to go where there be dragons. So now a lot of those places are on maps, but a lot of the places inside ourselves maybe aren't. And a big part of our Dragons programs is the group. We have 12 students, 3 instructors. All the instructors have extensive time within the field or are from those countries. And we're going to not only learn about the cultures that we are immersing ourselves in, but we're going to learn about ourselves. We're going to do that in that small group. So each program is one of a kind. That means that we don't just have a 30-day itinerary for our summer programs and we just send it every year. We're going to figure out where festivals are. We're going to learn about with each instructor, we all have our own background. So for me in Nepal, we're going to go to my friend's permaculture farm. We're going to go to my friend's village up in the Himalayas. I'm going to take you to the places that I know, and my co-instructors are going to take you to places that they know. Small groups, I've said that before, and we're going to be responsible. And we've been navigating that with COVID, successfully running courses since 2020. In that, they're educational, they're experiential, and we aren't just focusing on the academic side. It's really that we don't follow the traditional academic model. Even though we're doing language classes for part of the courses, the language classes are going to be immersive. They're going to get you out there buying food, buying clothing, and outside of those language classes, the rest of the time, you're going to be meeting with local activists or environmentalists, studying with, local musicians or craftswomen and men, and they're going to be fun. I love these courses because where we get to go, what we get to see is just as cool for the student as it is for me. And safety is a huge priority. I wouldn't work for a company, I wouldn't be in this field if I didn't feel like I had the support, not only in country, but out of country, through 24-hour risk management, through international ISOS, who have helped us with evacs before and all of that. So each course is based around these 9 program components, and they vary depending on the course, depending on the instructor. So rugged travel, that's how we get off the tourist track. We're going to travel on local vehicles. We're going to experience how it is to get to these locations where, and that's also how you learn. That's how you interact with people. We're going to stop at local rest stops. I've talked about homestays before. That's when you learn the most. And we'll do rural and urban homestays depending on the course, and those can last from anywhere a week to 6 weeks long, depending on where they are. Language study happens during those homestays and in the mornings, and then the afternoons, you may be doing your independent study project, going to different parts of the city, exploring them. Trekking is a huge component. I'm from Nepal. We trek for 2 to 3 weeks on the courses. And as in Amazon has a lot of trekking, but also Indonesia. You get to trek and see how coffee has really, the coffee farms have really alleviated poverty in some areas, but also at the expense of the environment. Learning service, we're going to look at the service industry, look at globalization, look at a lot of different projects and see how that affects and if there is stuff we can do. I've talked about the independent study projects. That's where you get to train with a local craft woman or man. And then religion, focus of inquiry, all those things are kind of crafted in together to create different viewpoints. This is Bodhanath Stupa in Nepal. It's like a major Tibetan pilgrimage site. I love it. It's an amazing spot. I could talk about it for a while, but we don't have a lot of time. So I talked about dragons isn't for everyone, but if you come on our courses, you need to be inquisitive. You need to be willing to get out of your comfort zone. You got to be willing to explore not only the world, but yourself. And if you're interested, we have a rolling admissions process, and I'm going to send some links out there, but we have programs that are filling up for the summer, but fall and all that. And if you have any questions, my name is Vincent. We also have a Patagonia giveaway that I'll put out in the link as well. Thank you for your time.
Thanks so much, Vincent. We're going to move on now to our final presenter of the evening, and that's going to be Fusion Academy Summer Programs.
Can you guys hear me pretty well?
Sounds good.
All right. So it's very hard to follow behind Where There Are Dragons with a name like that. But thank you guys for sticking it out for the last presentation here. But I'm Robert Stewart, the head of school of Fusion Academy, Buckhead, but I'm representing the whole Fusion Academy schools. We want to talk about summer programs, and we're ready to once again this summer to catch up, get ahead, or even have fun doing building key skills. One part of our model before I get into our summer programming is our personalized learning. We have one-to-one classes that allow for a completely personalized experience for our students. All of our teacher mentors personalize instruction for each student's strength, interest, and learning preferences. We are even able to customize student schedules to fit their life and needs, and students can take classes at any time of the day that works for them and can work around extracurricular pursuits. Also, a part of our model is our powerful one-to-one teaching. We meet students where they are to address gaps and personalize their learning. Positive relationships are the core that unlocks the incredible potential that every student has. In order to learn, our students must first feel safe and understood. That's why our approach is love, motivate, teach. And we first seek to understand the student and see them as individuals with the capacity to learn, which allows them to be a motivated learner. When the students feel that care and attention, they can be motivated to do anything. And we can fit all of your learning around summer vacations, sports, summer camps, and whatever fun you have planned. Fusion makes it both possible. Now, let's talk about our summer programming. Catch up. So remediate, we get it. Your students need some downtime this summer, but it's also a valuable time to get back on track, especially with the learning loss due to the pandemic. A lot of kids are up to 2 years behind in their learning. So we make it easy with our customized schedule so you can also take summer breaks and still achieve your goals. And we all know that math was the biggest learning loss. So we're able to really go back to previous standards and connect the coherence to the next standards as well, and really catch kids back up and not remediate too long, but also accelerate. So we offer a lot of programs around advancement classes like calculus, physics, those tough courses that our kids can take, but also get ahead. The summer classes are always personalized and you can move at the pace. So some kids are moving faster than others. There's no need to slow down. We have some kids that even finish early and attend gap year programs like Where There Be Dragons possibly. So, our summer programming allows them to have that option. You can also start with your ACT test prep. We can help you find colleges, help with applications, and we even have our own test prep curriculum. Building key skills. This is the fun part. We offer 5 different skill camps that are 1 hour per day, 1 week, and one-to-one learning. And I want to reiterate, it's not all virtual. We also have in-person options and hybrid options as well. But the 5 groups are finance, modern etiquette, crush your college essay, study skills, and organization and more. So with the finance, you can become more of a wise young adult and ready to enter the world. Topics include budgets, banking, loans, saving, and even taxes. Study skills. You can learn all the top 5 study skill hacks you can use in all of your classes to study smarter and not harder. And this new favorite one of mine, modern etiquette. You can learn and practice the skills to success in the virtual social work and school life. Not only did kids lose academically during the pandemic, but they also lost those social skills as well. Organization and more. We can get a crash course of refining your executive functioning skills to improve all parts of your life from home to school. Here at Fusion Academy Buckhead, no one goes home with homework. And with our executive functioning and to help with organization, we teach kids how to eat an elephant, piece by piece. And then finally, your college essay. Like I said previously, we have expert post-secondary counselors. One of the most important things you can do is help write your essays, even though they're optional nowadays. Now our pricing. For our summer, we have 20% off all of our courses if you sign up and start between May 15th and August 1st. You can still get our 20% off the standard price. We also offer intro to tutoring for any of our families that are new and want to try out our program for a 5-pack for $300. And then our skill lunch camps are $500 for each different skill camp. And you can take multiple skill camps at one time. That concludes my presentation from Fusion Academy Buckhead, where we are a revelation way of doing school. If you have any questions, please place them in the chat. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Robert. We really appreciate that presentation. We appreciate all our representatives tonight, and we appreciate all of you coming and joining us and attending and listening to all these great summer programs. I encourage you to take note of the contact information that they've given you and to reach out to them directly or to request more information right through their TeenLife listing. If you just search up these programs on TeenLife, you can send them a form with all your information pre-filled, and they'll be sure to get right back to you as soon as possible. I'm going to jump over now to our second session. That's going to go live right here at 7 p.m. Eastern. I got to go welcome our next set of presenters. So I really hope you'll join us if you're interested in hearing some programs just as impressive and varied and amazing as the ones you've heard from tonight. If not, we'll be sending you the recordings from tonight and the other 2 sessions. And we really appreciate you joining us, and we'll be seeing you soon. And we hope you have a great summer. Thanks again, everyone, and goodbye.